All right, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that not showing? All right, chat, I don't know why it's not showing that. Okay, hold up here. Close that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as we got the Mo Racers live in action here. The Mo Racers in action from beautiful, beautiful Eldora Speedway. Another wicked night of racing action about to get underway. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready to go. A little bit of dirt track racing here once again. Little bit of dirt track racing about to come right at you here from Eldora Speedway as these drivers looking once again very, very beautiful out there on the racetrack, man. Some slick looking rides. You see that 57 ride, the Mo Racers machine of Christian Devine out there right now. He's got the 19 ride. I do believe that is Jesse Lewis right there behind him in the 19 ride. We see Brad Almond out there in that all-out graphics number 9A ride, the Dirt Hustlers machine there in the 4th position here in time trials. See Garrett Worley jumping in, Dixon Slinger jumping in as well. So we're gonna get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Throwback me too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We'll take a good look at that here in a couple moments. Mr. Howell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, as we're going to get ready here for some green flag racing in just a couple more moments, as these drivers are going to jump onto the racetrack for a little bit of qualifying. Actually, no, random qualifying, random heat races tonight. Woo, 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 woo. All right, random heat races as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in just a few more moments. Kevin Odell coming in with that like on the stream. Mitchell Howell coming in with that like. Tim Christensen Jr. Timmy, what is good, Tim? Tim coming in, smash that like as well. Yo, Connor Budensick coming in with that like as well. What is good, Connor? Connor coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, homie? Mitchell Howell coming in with that share on the stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You see them rolling out there onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready here for our first heat race of the evening. Starting on the pole in this one in the 33 ride. That is Blaze Burwell. That is outside. That is the 8 ride of Michael B. Harris. Starting inside of row number 2, it's the Parson Pubs Mobile Auto Care number 17 ride of Jeremy Sutton. Into his outside, it's the 50 ride of Dixon Slinger. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 73 machine, that is Lewis Edinger. And starting at the rear of the field in the 9A machine, that is Brad Almond. 6 drivers getting ready to go to battle here, and we're going to get ready to go back. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing. Yo, Ian Copperhead, what is, or Copper Height? Copper Height? How do you say that? How do you say your last part of your name? Cooper, you hit? I don't know. All right, as we are green flag racing here, Blaze Burwell quickly trying to slide up the racetrack with Michael B. Harris trying to jump to his outside. Here comes Dixon Slinger right down through the middle and out down to the bottom side. Dixon Slinger from position number 4, now right there almost door to door with our race leader as Blaze Burwell leads lap number 1. Slinger right there in second. Brad Almond all the way now up into position number 3, and he's looking for more as they're going to go almost door to door off corner number 4 right there for position number 2. That all-out graphics number 9 A-Ride quickly worked his way up inside the top 3 as Michael B. Harris slides back a little bit. So doesn't Lewis Edinger and Jeremy Sutton as they slide back just a bit. As the top three starting to pull away just ever so slightly. Blaze Burwell out in front. Dixon Slinger right there in second. Brad Allman there in position number 3. Can Allman find a way to jump up here, maybe get around that 50 ride of Slinger, and Slinger right there out in front. See the 33 ride of Blaze Burwell gets up into the outside wall, side by side, down the backstretch here for that top spot. Dixon Slinger with the big slide job there in corner number 3 and 4. Dixon Slinger is going to stay up on the high side here. Is now a little bit of a crossover move there at a Blaze Burwell. Burwell and Slinger going to continue to battle side by side and exchange that, but now Blaze gets up into the outside wall again. Blaze Burwell up into that outside wall here once again. Brad Allman now going to try to drive down through the bottom here and try to make the pass. He can't quite get there, as a good run there out of corner number 2 for the 33 ride. But Dixon Slinger now out in front as he's trying to run away with heat race win number 1. Blaze Burwell right there in second. Brad Allman there in third as their little single file around the racetrack. Lewis Ettinger about 2 seconds back there of our third place driver, then a little bit behind him we see Jeremy Sutton and Michael B. Harris rounding out our field. But right now it is all Dixon Slinger out in front as Dixon Slinger continues to lead the way here. That 50 ride looking very, very good here in heat race number 1 as he's going to get the white flag. One more time around for Slinger as he heads down through corner number 1 and 2 and down the backstretch into corner number 3. He's going to drive it down low, keep it down on the bottom side on corner exit as Dixon Slinger is going to win heat race win number 1. Blaze Burwell right there in second. Brad Allman coming home in third. Lewis Ettinger in fourth. Jeremy Sutton there in fifth. And Michael B. Harris rounding out our field there as we're going to get ready for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 about to get lined up here down pit lane. See these drivers starting to jump into the server. Almost like tight. Okay, I kind of thought that's kind of something like that. Kind of thought it was something like that, Ian. Yo, Darcy Grant coming in with that like on the stream. Taylor Kennedy coming in, smashing that like as well. Ian coming in, hitting that like on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if it's your first time here. Let me know. And, obviously let me know if you guys are enjoying the show as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 out onto the racetrack here as starting on the pole. And this one in the 89 ride. That is the beauty marks number 89 of Roland Reese to his outside in the Mo Racers B2D Manufacturing number 57 machine. That is Christian Devine. Starting in position number 3 in the 23, that is Garrett Worley in that Premier Doors number 23 ride into his outside in the Me Too ride. A little bit of a throwback paint scheme to one of his old race cars. It is the Me Too of Mr. Mitchell Howell. Starting in position number 5 in the 19 ride, that is Jesse Lewis. And rounding out our field in the 6th position in the 22 machine, that is Camden Johnston. So we got 6 more drivers getting ready here to go to battle in heat race number 2 as we're about to see the green flag fly. Yo, Brad Allman, Tony Whipperman coming in, smashing the like on the stream. What is good, fellas? What is good as we are green flag racing here at Eldora Speedway once again for heat race number 2. Christian Devine up on that high side, putting the pedal to the metal as Devine is going to take the lead in some contact. Garrett Worley is going to go around in that B2D Premier Doors number 23 ride. As he goes around, you can see him definitely not happy, but no caution flag as Roland Reese down on the bottom side here. Still battling side by side with Christian Devine, but here comes Camden Johnston. A big slide job there through 3 and 4. The crossover coming down to Roland Reese. Reese stays out in front here, but Camden Johnston from 6th position now battling for the lead here, and that's Speed Ranch number 22. Camden Johnston right down through the middle of the racetrack now as he's got that DIRT UMP really hooked up here early on in heat race number 2. Roland Reese sticking right there with him, trying to stay there in that second spot with Christian Devine right there in third. Jesse Lewis back there in fourth. Banking it off the wall there just a little bit as we see the Me Too ride of Mitchell Howell out there on the racetrack, running some good lines here as well. Nice little throwback paint scheme there to the Me Too machine. That's looking fresh. That is looking fresh, but out in front, it is all Camden Johnston. Johnston continues to lead the way here. Yo, Cody back in here. What is good? What's up, Peacemaker? What is up, Cody? Camden out in front here as we're going to get our overlay quickly refreshed here. There we go, as we get 3 more laps left to go here this next time by, as they are 4 laps in on this one, and 4 more laps left to go, 3 more this time past the start-finish line. We do see Garrett Worley, unfortunately, leave the racetrack. So Garrett pulling off the racetrack there in the 23 ride, but Camden Johnston in the 22 out in front and trying to run away with this one as he's out to about a 1.2 second lead now over Roland Reese. Reese trying everything he can to stay right there with that 22 ride, but Camden continuing to pull away and the laps continue to click off. Chris Devine up into that outside wall. He's almost going to lose it as here comes Jesse Lewis. Lewis is going to throw it down there into the bottom side, up into the wall again. Goes the 57 of Christian Devine, so Jesse Lewis now up into third as we see the white flag fly one more time down the backstretch through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, and it's going to be all Camden Johnston picking up heat race win number 2. Roland Reese there in second, Jesse Lewis in third, Christian Devine, Mitchell Howell rounding out our top 5 with Garrett Worley there in position number 6. What a race right there, man. What a couple moves that we saw there. We saw Dixon Slinger throwing some great moves to work his way into the front to win heat race number 1. Then we saw, Camden Johnston do the same thing there in heat race number 2, really work their way up into that top spot after starting deeper in the field. They had to do a lot of work to be able to get there. All right, as we're going to get these drivers out onto the racetrack here for a quick warm-up session. We're going to get a little bit of a break in ourselves here. Get a drink here real quick. And we got about 4 minutes. About 4 minutes before we go green flag racing with our A main feature event. Yo, Jeeper McJeeper coming back in with the like on the stream. What is good, Jeeper? What is good, my boy? Jeeper McJeeper coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, homie? How you doing? How you doing, my boy? How the heck are ya? What the heck you doing? All right. About 3.5 minutes left here until we get ready for our A main feature event with the Mo Racers here at Eldora Speedway. Nothing better than some UMPs at Eldora to end my birthday. 100%, Cody. 100%, my boy. That's what's up right there, my dude. Once again, happy birthday. Happy 27th birthday, homie. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm glad to be a part of your birthday, even just a little bit of it. Glad to be a part of your birthday, my dude. Glad to be a part of it. All right, as we're going to get ready for the A main feature event here in just a few more moments. You bet, buddy. Elbows up, drivers put on a show. Get that energy up. Let's get it, my boy. Let's get it, homie. Oh, you know it, Cody. You know it. These drivers are definitely going to have their elbows up in a couple more moments as they're going to, they're working on their setups. They're making sure they got everything, primed and ready here. So we're going to get ready to go green flag racing in just a few more moments, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have each and every one of you guys in here as we get rocking and rolling here in a couple more minutes. As man, this is going to be one heck of a race, one heck of a run out here. We're going to get ready for a little bit of 35 lap shootout with these DIRT UMP modifieds, and it's going to be one heck of a race. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is late again. Let me quickly refresh that bad boy. All right, the checkered flag is out here on our practice session. That means we are done with practice, and we're going to get ready here for our A main feature event. Our A main about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are ready for this one. Stars for Christmas from Warhawk Motorsports. Are you kidding me, Ian? Ian! Major bag alert, bag alert, major bag alert. Oh, baby! Ian, my boy, coming in with the 340 star. Don't know much. Love, homie. Stars for Christmas from Warhawk Motorsports. Warhawk Motorsports, Ian, my boy. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 340 star donation, the little bit of extra stars. Let's get it, baby. Much appreciated, my boy. Much appreciated. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very, very much, my dude. Much appreciated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you see these drivers lining up here down pit side as we're going to get ready here for our starting lineup. See if we can get a good angle here of these cars. Not from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole, you see him pulling out here. That is the 50 ride of Dixon Slinger. I think Dixon might be taking an EOL here. I'm not too sure. It looks like that car, maybe he's taking the high side here. Maybe he wanted the high side and gave the bottom side to Camden Johnson. I think that's what it is here. So Dixon Slinger is still our fire car. He is the driver that is technically starting in that pole position. Camden Johnson's going to be starting on the inside this time, but he is there in position number 2. Starting in position number 3 in the 9A, that is Brad Almond. Into his outside in the 19 ride, that is Jesse Lewis. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 33, that is Blaze Burwell. Into his outside in the 89 ride, the beauty marks number 89 of Roland Reese. Starting inside of row number 4 in the 73 ride, that is Lewis Edinger. Into his outside, the 57 is Christian Devine. Starting inside of row number 5 in the Me Too ride, that is Mitchell Howell. Into his outside is Jeremy Sutton. Bringing up the rear of the field, we see Garrett Worley and Michael B. Harris rounding out our field as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Dixon, Slinger, and Camden Johnston are going to bring us down here to the green flag as these drivers getting ready to rock and roll. Yo, V2R coming in with that like on the stream. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, this is going to be a good race. I feel like Camden Johnson, Dixon Slinger, Brad Allman are going to have one heck of a battle up here towards the front of the field. We're going to throw in Blaze Burwell into that mix as well, as these guys are usually those drivers that are up there at the front, or at least, you know, somehow or another, they're always side by side, beating and banging, battling around the racetrack. And we're going to see what happens here. You know, we're going to see what happens here, as this is going to be another wicked race brought to you by B2D Manufacturing, the Mo Racers League, and all these Mo Racers drivers, all these boys down from in Missouri coming in and having some fun here on these Monday nights, having some good runs, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing, this time by Camden Johnston, Dixon Slanger, bringing us down to the green flag as we're going to set these drivers loose. Let's end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are green flag racing here at Eldora Speedway. The 22 rider Camden Johnston drives it down deep. They're going to go 3 wide just for a little bit there, as Camden Johnston slides up the racetrack and takes the lead down the backstretch. Dixon Slinger right there in second. Dixon trying to find a way to get around the 22. He couldn't quite get there, as Camden Johnston out in front leads lap number 1. Blinking a little bit there to start that one, with a 22 machine out in front, leading the way here by about 2 car lengths now, as Dixon Slinger there in second. Brad Allman right there in position number 3, and here comes Blaze Burwell as he slides up in front of the 19 ride of Jesse Lewis. Lewis Edinger right there underneath the 19 ride, as well as he tries to look underneath the 19 ride here for position number 5. He couldn't quite make her stick. Almost went around there, as that car looks very loose on the racetrack. Roland Reese right there behind him. Then we see that Me Too ride of Mitchell Howell in that throwback paint scheme there in position number 8. Christian Devine, as they're going to go almost 3 wide right there in front of these guys. Up into the outside wall goes Jesse Lewis. That's going to hurt him. He's going to lose at least a couple spots there to Lewis Edinger and Roland Reese. Now he's under fire as the 57 rider Christian Devine almost goes around. Christian Devine almost spinning out right there. Good brakes there by the 2 ride of Mitchell Howell. As Howell gets down onto those brakes and saves, you know, probably that 57 ride from really going around, as they're going to continue to beat and bang back here. Christian Devine almost going around again after some hard contact there in that outside wall. Now he's got Jeremy Sutton and Garrett Worley right there behind him, and Michael B. Harris rounding out the field, but out in front and absolutely gone here by about half a second over Dixon Slinger. Camden Johnston in that Speed Ranch number 22 ride continues to lead the way. Brad Allman right there in 3rd position, as he's starting to lose a little bit of touch here with those top 2 cars, as Dixon Slinger and Camden Johnston are absolutely gone. Blaze Burwell up there in 4th. Lewis Edinger there in 5th, battling side by side now with Roland Reese, as Reese up on the high side, looking for that high side momentum to get a big run. He gets the run, but a slide up in front of him there. He's going to have to take a different lane. He goes for the slider there in corner number 1. He's going to make it stick, and now the 89 rider Roland Reese up into position number 5, as Lewis Edinger sliding back. The car's still really kicking out quite a way sideways here. I don't think that's helping him at all. That car is sideways almost all the way around this racetrack. I think he's probably starting to spin those tires quite a bit. And then Jesse Lewis, that's right there behind him, just can't quite keep that ride out of the outside wall. We've seen him hit that thing a few times. You can tell he's getting a little bit nervous of banking it off there too many times. Mitchell Howell and the Me Too machine still battling side by side here with Christian Devine. Devine down on the bottom side of the racetrack. The Me Too right through the middle, the high side here. But in a good lane there in that Me Too machine. But out in front, it is still Camden Johnston. Johnston continuing to lead the way. Yo, Sean Turner. My boy Sean coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Sean. Anthony Martin coming in with that like as well. What is good, Anthony. Looks like we're going to get a good battle here at the front of the field, as Camden Johnston and Dixon Slinger right there, still nose to tail. Dixon not letting Camden run away with this one, as they only got about A car length or two separated between the two of them here at the front of the field. Dixon trying to run a little bit of a slide job lane there. He pulled right up to the rear quarter panel of him, but he can't quite get it to stick the whole way through the corner, and Camden with that high side momentum is able to pull him by about a car length and a half here down the backstretch. Is now the 50 ride. It's a little piece of that outside wall that's going to scrub some speed off. Back about 2 car lengths. Now he's going to have to try to reel that 22 ride back in. Now Camden Johnston. Little bit of internet voltage there. There he is. He's back onto the racetrack there. He disappeared for a quick second. Wasn't too sure where he was as these top two start to ride their way into some lap traffic as they're going to work their way around the 8 ride of Michael B. Harris. Harris down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, out of the way here. Should stay nice and clean out of the way for our leaders. Jeremy Sutton, the next driver of that Mobile Auto Care Parsons Pub, number 17 ride. The next driver, unfortunately, be the next car a lap down here. As you can see, Dixon Slinger out onto the outside here, side by side now for the lead. Dixon Slinger gone to the outside. Camden tried the bottom. I don't think that was quite it. Now they're still side by side down into corner number 3 and 4. A slider up in front of them here. Camden's going to have to drive back down to the bottom. But we got a new race leader. Dixon Slinger out in front. Camden Johnston now back into that second spot. But he's right there as they work their way around that Mobile Auto Care number 17 ride of Jeremy Sutton. Sutton down on the bottom side there. Nice and easy for these drivers to get around him. Dixon Slinger out in front now as Camden Johnston there in second. He's going to have to get a move on here. He's going to have to figure out a way to try to get back to his rear bumper and try to find a way to get around that 50 ride of Dixon Slinger. Blaze Burwell now up into third as the 33 ride jumps up in front of Brad Allman. So Allman now back into that 4th spot. Roland Reese there in 5th. Christian Devine there in 6th, but he's battling side by side with Jesse Lewis. That's 6th and 7th position on the racetrack. Mitchell Howell in the Me Too machine there in 8th with Lewis Ettinger right there behind him. Garrett Worley now up into 10th, but he's at risk here of being the next driver. 1 lap down as here comes Dixon Slinger up to his outside as we're 25 laps in. 11 more laps left to go here until this one is done. A good veteran move there by the 23 ride in the Premier Outdoors V2E manufacturing ride as he goes down to the bottom and lets our leaders go by. But it is all Dixon Slinger out in front by about 7/10 of a second now as we get 10 more laps left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as Dixon Slinger gonna try to slice his way just past the 73 ride of Lewis Ettinger. Lewis Ettinger gonna go down a lap now as well, as that was a close one. A little bit of contact that I'm sure Dixon Slinger was starting to sweat about, as he did not want to have to get tied up there with any lap traffic cars, as you see Camden Johnson have to switch up his line. Driving it down to the bottom side now, trying to get away from that 73 machine, but that's going to kill him for a little bit of track time as Dixon Slinger stretched his lead now out to about a 1.4 second lead. 1 car in between them, that's Mitchell Howell in the Me Too ride as Mitchell now back into the 8th position, but a lap down as Dixon Slinger and Camden Johnston have been putting down some wicked fast lap times here all race long. Dixon works his way around the 7th place ride of Jesse Lewis. Dixon's gonna come up here at a corner number 4, and we're gonna see 5 more laps left to go. 5 more laps here for Dixon Slinger as he continues to lead the way. A good battle back here in that 4th and 3rd position as Brad Allman trying to take that 3rd spot back away from Blaze Burwell, but Burwell going to stay right there in position number 3, but Allman's going to stay right there on his back bumper. He's going to drive it down to the bottom side here. He's going to go for a big slide job there in corner number 4. So now into position number 3 again is Brad Allman, but here comes a little bit of payback Oh, they get tight. He squeezes him up into the wall. He keeps it rolling. Somehow the 9A ride did not go around there as this battle for position number 3 continues to heat up. Dixon Slinger continues to pull away and pull farther and farther out in front. Brad Allman and Blaze Burwell continue the battle here. Dixon Slinger laying down still some crazy fast lap times. He's now worked his way around Christian Devine there in that 57 ride, so only 5 cars left on this lead lap right now as Dixon Slinger gets the white flag one more time around here. Camden Johnson's got the lead down to 0.5 seconds, but not enough time as out of corner number 3 and corner number 4, it's gonna be Dixon Slinger picking up the checkered flag here in the Mo Racers Eldora Speedway Dirt Car UMP feature race. Dixon Slinger picking up that checkered flag over Camden Johnston. Johnston was back to about 1.5 seconds behind our leader, but he cut off a little bit over half a second there at the end. Trying to hunt him down, just ran out of time as Camden found a little bit of extra something there. See that Me Too ride as well of Mitchell Howell. He's going to jump up here and get a quick photo snag there for that Me Too machine. See Blaze Burwell, our 3rd place finisher. Blaze Burwell just beat Brad Allman across the start finish line there. Not a huge difference between the two of those guys as Brad Allman did. Mr. Blaze Burwell battled it out back there for that 3rd position. We saw the top 2 battle it out all night long, but it was Dixon Slinger coming home here and parking that ride down in the Eldora Speedway Victory Lane as you see those flames up there on top of Victory Lane as he's going to climb out of that race car. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into the Discord here with Mr. Dixon Slinger for his post-race interview. Hey Dixon, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Dixon, my boy, 35 hard laps here around Eldora Speedway. You lined up side by side there at the start of this race with Camden Johnston. And I mean, Camden's been winning a lot of races here in a lot of different cars, and he was fast here tonight, but you were just that much faster through the middle portion of this race. You got out in front of him, you were able to pull away just a little bit, but you know, he was starting to reel you back in. He just didn't quite have enough time to get back to you there as you guys were, you know, the class of the field, as you guys were absolutely shot out of a cannon. You guys were gone. You guys had what, everyone except for the top 5 down a lap here in this one as you guys were absolutely flying through the field. But Dixon, you come home in that top spot, you pick up the checkered flag, man. How does it feel, and take us back through that race?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, early on in the race, he got ahead of me, and I kind of just waited and bided my time, and I knew eventually that the slider line would come in, and I was just kind of waiting for that. And then once it did, I moved in on him, and then I made the move and got the lead. And once I got the lead, I was really just kind of focusing on not putting it in the wall. I wasn't driving as hard, and then the last couple laps, I guess I got too comfortable, and I wasn't really using everything I had, and I got in the wall there, and I let him start catching me again. So yeah, it feels good to get a win. You know, I haven't really ran a league race in a while, a few months actually, like 6 or 7. So you know, it feels good.
Absolutely, man. It always feels good when you're the driver up on the top there as you pick up the checkered flag here tonight. Dixon, who do you got to thank for such a wicked run here this evening?
Just everyone over at DSR Consulting, Absolute Wire, EDM, LBG Graphics, all my buddies back in Discord who are watching.
Absolutely, Dixon. Well, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag here tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you back down here for a few more of these league races and see you up here competing for some more checkered flags.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Dixon. Well, congratulations on picking up the win, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Dixon Slinger, our race winner. Let's see those checkered flags up in the chat right now for that 50 ride of Dixon Slinger as Dixon picks up the checkered flag, man. What a race, what a run right there for Mr. Dixon Slinger, man. What a heckin' race. Gosh, That was fun. That was fun. Him and Camden, I knew that those guys were gonna put on a heck of a show. And right there at the end, we saw that move, and we saw Dixon get around Camden. I thought Camden was gonna be right there with him, right on his back bumper for so many laps, but he just quite couldn't stick there with him through some of that lap traffic as Dixon just was able to pull away that much more than what he needed to, and Camden tried to reel him back in late in the race, but couldn't quite get there. As we're going to jump into the Discord here with our second place finisher now, Camden Johnson, waiting patiently here in the Peacemaker broadcast booth. Let's pull Camden down here into the Discord. Hey Camden, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Camden, my boy, that car looked bad fast here once again tonight. We saw you out in front leading a lot of laps early on here, and then we saw you and Dixon battle there for a while, throwing some slide jobs and some crossovers, and he got one up on you there and was able to pull away a little bit, but late in that race it looked like you really found that extra little bit of gear. You started to reel him back in, but you just couldn't quite get there to get back to his inside or his back bumper there late in this race.
Yeah, I knew going into it he was going to be super fast, and in the beginning I threw a slider early and we were able to jump out and get a little bit of lead, but he found that line there in 3 and 4 and he was able to get back up to us, and after that I don't really think we had nothing for him.
Absolutely, man, as that was a heck of a race, a heck of a drive there between you and Dixon, but Dixon just that little bit extra here tonight in this one, but Camden still a great run. You and Dixon were laying down some wicked fast lap times. You guys were flying through the field there, not only just flying through the field in your heat races, but you're flying through the field there, putting drivers down laps there as only 5 drivers left on the lead lap as you guys went across that start-finish line, as you guys were flying around Eldora Speedway here tonight. Camden, who do you got to thank for such a wicked fast ride here tonight?
I gotta thank Jeremy for getting us place to race, everybody over at Mode Racers, Speeder and Cheese Setups, Ghost Graphics, this is Wild Racing on YouTube. Make sure you come check us out. And you for broadcasting our races every week.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the second place run here tonight. A tough one, not being able to pick up that checkered flag, as I know you'd want to always be parked down there in victory lane, but you come up 1 spot short here tonight, but still a good points race and another good Monday night race for yourself.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Camden, congrats on the second place run here this evening, and hopefully we'll see you back down here in the broadcast booth next week, and maybe 1 spot better down here in victory lane.
Yes, sir, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful night, Camden.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Camden Johnston as Johnston comes home in position number 2. A great run there by Camden Johnston, coming up just 1 spot short of being able to pick up that checkered flag. Yo, Mr. Midnight Toker. Midnight Toker Gaming coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Midnight? How you doing, my boy? How's it going, homie? How's it going, my boy? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our third place finisher now into the Discord. It is that 33 rider, Blaze Burwell, coming home in position number 3. Hey, Blaze, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
I got you.
Blaze, man, what a battle you and Brad Allman put on back there for that 3rd and 4th position as you guys duked it out for quite a few laps there, especially late in this race. You come up 1 spot better than that 9 ride, and you come home in that 3rd spot, and looked like the car was really good. Looked like you had a good amount of speed. I was thinking early on that you were maybe going to be able to jump up there and contend for this win, but Dixon and Camden were just absolute rocket ships here tonight, and it left you and Brad back there to battle it out for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, they was in definitely a class of their own. I don't know. I think I could race. I was fast for like 1 lap, then I hit the wall, and I don't know. I just couldn't put enough laps together to do anything. So I got around Brad a couple different times, and I just kept messing up. But it was fun. I mean, me and Brad had a really good race. We was just half a track behind.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But hey, that's the main thing, that you guys had fun out there. You guys were, enjoying yourselves, even though you guys weren't, battling for the win or anything else. You guys were just having some, good fun competition between each other out there on the racetrack, and made it exciting for us as you guys duked it out there. But still a good run there, a good points night for that 33 team. Blaze, who do you got to thank for such a wicked run here this evening?
Oh, just Jeremy for putting this on, and you for streaming it, and all these guys for making this a fun, entertaining thing to do on Mondays.
Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about having some fun and, just a little bit of friendly competition out there on the racetrack. Blaze, congrats on the 3rd place finish. Hopefully we'll see you back down here in the broadcast booth next week.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Beauty, thank you. Have yourself a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 33 ride of Blaze Burwell, as Blaze Burwell coming home there in position number 3. The 50 ride coming home in first, and then we saw the 22 there in second, and the 33 ride there in third. And it's kind of weird how that one worked out. But anyways, guys, that was one heck of a race, man. These guys put on a wicked show. These guys put down some wicked fast lap times, man. Like, these guys were so dang fast. Dixon Slinger with the best lap time there of the race with a 16.64 second lap. Second quickest was Camden Johnson with a 16.71. And then we saw Brad Almond, I do believe, with the next fastest with a 16.80. Blaze Burwell with a 16.85. But guys were laying down still consecutive good laps late in the race. Like, the last lap that Camden Johnston ran was still a 16.97, so still in that 16-second bracket even after all those laps have been run. So that was pretty dope, man. That was a good race. A good race. These guys put on a great show here for us. Yo, Coy, Mr. Coy Chandler coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Coy? How you doing, my boy? How you doing, Coy? How the heck are you? Woo! That was a race, man. That was a race. That was a good race, a good hard-fought race there. We saw some good battles all around the racetrack, man. There was drivers that seemed like the whole time they were just side by side battling each other. We saw tons of different cars. We saw Roland Reese and Christian Devine battling side by side. You threw Jesse Lewis in there every once in a while. Then we saw, Mitchell Howell and Jesse Lewis battle it out, and Lewis Ettinger in that mix. And then obviously even just there a little farther back, we saw Garrett Worley and Jeremy Sutton battling side by side there for a while. Michael B. Harris jumping up there trying to duke it out with those guys, as well as, all throughout the field. It was just some good racing, some good, little battles around the racetrack. Sometimes they got single file, the car behind would have to kind of build up that momentum, try to find that extra little bit of a gear, put that power down, and try to, make that big slide job move, or wait for the driver in front of them to make that mistake of, getting up into the outside wall or whatever may happen, as those guys put on a wicked show here, man. These guys put on a great show for us tonight. And I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, man. Another awesome show, another wicked broadcast here. And I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, man. Another awesome night of dirt track racing, man. It doesn't get any better than that. For a Monday night, a little bit of extra dirt track racing and everything else, man, is always a blast. And these dirt UMPs are so fun. I'm actually kind of jealous I didn't race, I want to get out there and race with these boys, man. That looked like a ton of fun out there on the racetrack. These dirt UMPs are probably my favorite cars to run. Or more than definitely my favorite cars to run. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And we'll be back live tomorrow evening. We have the American Dirt Series Street Stocks. So we'll have some dirt street stock action tomorrow night. Another big race there for that one. Ton of cars out there on the racetrack, a lot of beating and banging and battling all around the track. Is going to be one heck of a show, so hopefully I'll see you guys there for that one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Even if we're not live, make sure you guys, do those 3 things, because it'll help make each stream grow bigger and better. And also, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button there on the YouTube as well on the live stream. And also make sure that you hit that subscribe button as we continue to try to grow that that subscriptions over there on YouTube and continue to try and grow, the view times as well over there, as well as, we're starting to get a little bit more traction over there on YouTube, and it's continuing to build a little bit more and more and more, and that's going to be our main goal for next year, is to be able to monetize and everything else and grow that YouTube channel to some crazy numbers. That's going to be the big thing next year. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow evening, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow evening. Peace out, chat. Peace out, baby. Woo!